What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and this is a very interesting story. I feel like I covered this a little while back, and now it appears to be going into law just in time for Christmas, as retailers will now be facing massive fines if they are not giving kids woke toys. That's right. You must legally have gender neutral sections of toys for children. That's right. That's a story. I don't really know what in the heck these idiots think. You know, how do they think would they think parents will react to this? But I mean, people keep electing these lunatics. You know what's not gender neutral, or what is actually gender neutral? But you're welcome to gender it however you want. This video sponsor. Huge shout out to this video sponsor, Private Internet Access. Look, in current year, everyone basically has to have VPN. It's a extremely versatile and now basically required tool of browsing the modern internet. And that's why I'm happy to be partnered with Private Internet Access and have been for over a year now. It's a VPN I use, it's a VPN I recommend to my friends and family, and I have a massive discount for my viewers. In short, a VPN allows you to change the location that you may be seen as browsing the internet from. This helps you unlock television shows and movies that might not be available in your area. It allows you to browse the internet anonymously. Heck, even right now, we just saw several countries, for example, Google and Meta are now blocking news in Canada. And well, how are you going to get your news? Well, you could change your location. VPN helps protect your privacy, secure your data, and bypass network blocks. It comes in extremely important all the time. That's why I have it on my computers, laptops, and mobile phones. Private Internet Access is an open source app with no usage logs, unlimited bandwidth, high-speed global server network, dedicated apps, powerful encryption, and 24/7 live support. Unlock the power of the internet and stay censorship-free by using my link in the description below and get yourself. California retailers that refuse to have gender-neutral section for kids will be fined up to $500. What? The ultra woke governor signed legislation way back in 2021 that would require some retail stores in the Golden State to have a gender neutral section for children. Retailers would have to do this regardless of whether or not they've been traditionally marketed for either girls or boys. The legislation, Assembly Bill 10-10584, will be enacted starting in January 1st in just a few weeks. And if retail department stores choose not to comply, they will have to dish out a civil penalty of either $250 or $500. Now, does Target care about this? Probably not. Target probably already has gender neutral toys for children. Okay. Small mom and pop stores, Christian stores, Catholic stores, Muslim stores, stores that have religious beliefs, things like that. Stores that just don't want to agree to be a part of this woke ideology. Maybe that $500 is a bigger deal to them. Department stores that are subject to new laws will have to have a total of 500 or more employees, okay, and be physically located in California and sell childcare items or toys. So this wouldn't affect perhaps the tiny mom and pop shops. According to the bill, childcare items refer to any product that is designed to facilitate sleep, feeding kids, relaxation, or to help children with teething. The age range of the kids that the legislation refers to is ages of 12 and under. Toys were defined as a product designed or intended to be used by kids by the manufacturer. California Democratic Congressman Evan Lowe backed the bill to the Associated Press. Quote, "We need to stop stigmatizing what's acceptable for certain genders and just let kids be kids." Well, okay. I don't know if you remember going to toy stores. I think most people that watch my channel do. Where I'm from, you know, it was a big deal with when Fleet and Farm opened up their toy section. It was a store that traditionally did not carry really any toys, but for Christmas they had aisles and aisles and aisles of toys. You get the toy catalog, you get the JCPenney catalog. There's always a boys section and a girls section. Why? Because it matters, right? Boys, I'm not saying some boy can't go enjoy a Barbie doll, but I'm saying that boys don't. That 1 in 100,000 boys want to go get a Barbie doll, and that's fine, more power to them. But the other 999,999 want G.I. Joe. I guess I'm dating myself. I really don't know what modern action figures are. Do kids even play with action figures anymore? I suspect not. They're probably all like Fortnite characters and Minecraft characters, things of that nature. They continue. My hope is that bill encourages more businesses across California and the United States. I love how California thinks we give a crap about them. Every other state, shout out to my Californian viewers, and I don't think you think that. But I think when I look at legislation like this, California's like, we're leading the way. Oh, also, we had a record number of overdoses in 2023, and it's not even close. That's also true. All-time record for them. The year's not even over yet. Across the U.S. to avoid reinforcing harmful and outdated stereotypes. That's what I want my government to be doing, right? Is that the job of the government to worry about gender stereotypes? The congressman added that he was incredibly grateful to receive Governor Newsom's signature in support of the bill. The legislation comes after the popular American retailer Target was slammed for its sale of Pride seasonal items back in 2023. CEO Brian Cornell decided to pull all related items from the shelf after critics threatened to torch stores and go after employees. That never happened. I want to see, I noticed this in the media narrative, and again, that is a Daily Mail. This isn't exactly the paragon of reporting, but everybody kind of reported this. Oh, the employees were under attack. People were sending us all this kind of stuff. Where is it? Prove it. Show me literally anything to identify that, to back that up. Target faced again, they used the word violent, which it wasn't, backlash to outfits, including tuck-friendly bathing suits, blah, 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 blah. That wiped $10 billion from the firm's value in just over a week. And by the way, hey, isn't that what the left always says? Right? This isn't cancel culture. This is consequence culture. Target is more than welcome to sell their tuck-friendly swimming suits. They can put them right inside the door. They can hire models with their bulges and have them walk around the store if that's what they so choose. But customers then have the right to not shop there. And that's exactly what happened. It's exactly what happened with Bud Light as well. And the idea that, it was unfair, well, that's fine. That's what the left always says, right? Now, the law does not prohibit typical boys and girls sections. LGBT advocates have called the measure a win at a time when the legislation was signed, arguing the pink and blue hues of traditional marketing methods pressure kids to fit gender stereotypes with no evidence, right? Do you think some little girl wants to look at dinosaur toys or kittens? Dinosaurs maybe isn't the best example. I think every kid gets down with dinosaurs, probably. It's just a matter of space and a matter of, well, if mom is shopping for a gift, if grandma's shopping for a gift for their granddaughter, why are you making grandma go through 15 aisles because you have to put G.I. Joes and Barbies right next to each other and all this kind of crap? They're right. Keeping similar items that are traditionally marketed for either boys or girls separated makes it more difficult for the consumer to compare the products and incorrectly implies that their use by one gender is inappropriate, part of the legislation states. So I don't know. I don't think that you can even prove that either. That's just a wild claim. So what they're saying is, oh, well, if you have Barbie dolls sorted with other Barbie dolls, what you're actually saying is that boys shouldn't have them. How does that even work? How do you make... They're just making this stuff up with no scientific evidence. And these are the trust the science people. Of course, it was originally introduced in the California Assembly by Assemblyman Evan Lowe, who has, who is a huge, stupid, poopy head. Traditionally, children's toys and products have been categorized by a child's gender, Lowe told his fellow lawmakers. This is just to get a headline. This doesn't actually help kids. This is a state that encourages kids who are healthy, who have healthy bodies, to get double mastectomies. What do you think does more harm for kids? Pumping them full of puberty blockers just because they feel a little awkward during puberty, or putting, making sure you intersperse G.I. Joes with Barbie dolls? Which one do you think has more impact? In retail, this has led to the proliferation of science, technology, and mathematics geared toys in boys section, and toys that direct girls to pursuits such as caring for a baby, fashion, and domestic life. What? The boys section doesn't have any STEM toys in it. You know what the boys section had? Nerf guns, G.I. Joe, handheld video games. Usually, this is when I was in the boy. There were no science kits. There were no calculators in the boys section. Are you joking? Is that what's in the boys' toys now? Calculators? Abacus? Is that in the boys' toys section? No. Children are able to decipher which toys are meant for girls and which one are meant for boys by the age of 3. Well, so thank God somebody made a law about it. Thank God somebody made a law about it. Gotta have it. Gotta have the government telling private businesses how to stock their toys or fine them. We know from a variety of different research that once they have these categories in their head, and if you try to label something for girls or boys, children will often ignore it if it's labeled for the other gender. All these people want, this is just, again, TM, this is my opinion, all right? This sounds like grooming talk. This sounds like they want more kids to be gender confused, more kids to grow up unsure of who they are, and more kids to fill their veins with pharmaceuticals. That's my opinion. Obviously, I'm not saying that as a fact. I'm just saying it sure seems like the state that has sanctuary for people to go take their kid and have a healthy kid who's maybe going through a confusing time in their life, have double mastectomies. Maybe they shouldn't be making the decisions about what kids do, or maybe they have some other nefarious reason as to why it is. I'm all for letting kids be kids. That's 100% fine. Your daughter wants to play football? Cool. That's fine. Your daughter wants to play basketball. Your daughter wants to go fishing. Your daughter wants to go hunting. Nobody's saying they can't do that. Nobody cares, right? That's so dumb. But being worried about a boy who doesn't want to play with Barbie dolls as being some sort of huge problem, it hasn't been a problem for the last 80 years. This is just making up nonsense to further confuse America's youth, at least in my opinion. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, and we'll talk to you again real soon.